Have you ever wondered what's happening inside your phone, your TV, or your computer monitor that lets you watch this video right now? It's all thanks to the magic of display technology, a field that has completely transformed how we see the digital world. Today, we're going on a deep dive into the screens that light up our lives, from the bulky boxes of the past to the paper-thin displays of the future. So, grab your popcorn, get comfortable, and let's get started. Our journey begins with the granddaddy of all displays, the cathode ray tube, or CRT. If you're of a certain age, you'll remember these. They were the big, heavy, boxy monitors and TVs that took up half your desk or living room. Inside, an electron gun would shoot beams at a screen coated with phosphor, lighting up tiny dots called pixels to create an image. They were revolutionary for their time, but they were power-hungry, bulky, and let's be honest, not the sharpest tools in the shed. Then, everything changed with the arrival of liquid crystal displays, or LCDs. Suddenly, screens became flat, lightweight, and portable. LCDs work on a clever principle. They have a constant backlight, usually a fluorescent lamp, shining through a series of filters and a layer of liquid crystals. These crystals are amazing. When you apply an electric current, they twist and twist, acting like tiny shutters that either block the light or let it pass through. By controlling these shutters for each pixel, an image is formed. This breakthrough gave us laptops, flat-screen TVs, and the first modern smartphones. But technology never stands still. Soon, engineers found a better way to light up those LCD screens. Instead of a single, bulky fluorescent lamp, they started using an array of tiny, efficient light-emitting diodes, or LEDs. This is where some confusion comes in. An LED TV is actually still an LCD panel, it just uses LEDs for its backlight. This upgrade made screens even thinner, more energy efficient, and gave them much better brightness and contrast control. It was a huge step up, and most of the screens we use today are based on this LED backlit LCD technology. Just when we thought screens couldn't get any better, along came OLED. This is where things get really exciting. OLED stands for Organic Light Emitting Diode. The key word here is emitting. And like LCDs that need a separate backlight, each individual pixel in an OLED screen creates its own light. Think of it like a massive grid of microscopic light bulbs that can be turned on, off, or dimmed independently. So what does that mean for you? When an OLED pixel needs to be black, it simply turns off completely. No light, no glow, just pure, inky blackness. This is what gives OLEDs their infinite contrast ratio and makes colors pop in a way that LCDs just can't match. Because there's no backlight layer, OLED screens can also be incredibly thin and even flexible or transparent. This is the tech behind the stunning displays on high-end smartphones and premium TVs. You'll also hear the term AMOLED, which stands for Active Matrix OLED. It's just a more advanced version used in phones that allows for faster response times and even better image quality. Of course, OLED isn't perfect. It can be more expensive to produce, and there's a risk of burn-in, where a static image left on screen for too long can leave a faint, permanent ghost behind. But manufacturers have gotten very good at preventing this with software tricks. Now, let's talk about the new kids on the block, Mini-LED and MicroLED. Don't get them confused, they're very different. Mini-LED is the next evolution of LCD technology. Remember how LED TVs use a grid of LEDs as a backlight? Mini-LED just makes those LEDs, mini. Instead of hundreds of LEDs, a mini-LED TV might have thousands, or even tens of thousands. This gives the TV incredibly precise control over which parts of the screen are lit up and which are dark, creating much deeper blacks and higher contrast, getting it closer to OLED performance without the same cost or burn-in risk. MicroLED, on the other hand, is the true successor to OLED. It takes the same idea, each pixel creating its own light, but instead of using organic compounds, it uses microscopic, inorganic LEDs. These are the same kind of LEDs used in stadium screens, just shrunk down to the size of a pixel. The result? You get the perfect blacks and vibrant colors of OLED, but with way higher brightness, better energy efficiency, and absolutely no risk of burn-in. The catch: it's currently incredibly difficult and expensive to manufacture, so for now, you'll only find MicroLED in gigantic, ultra-luxury displays. But give it time, this could very well be the standard for all screens in the future. While we're talking about premium tech, we have to mention quantum dots, or QLED. This is another technology that improves on standard LED LCD screens. OLED TVs have an extra layer of film filled with billions of tiny nanocrystals called quantum dots. When the blue light from the LED backlight hits these dots, they glow, emitting intensely pure red and green light. This allows the TV to produce a much wider and more accurate range of colors than a standard LED TV. It's a brilliant way to get incredibly vibrant, lifelike images. Just remember, it's still an LCD at its core, so it still relies on a backlight and can't achieve the perfect blacks of an OLED. But what about displays that aren't for watching movies? Think about e-readers like the Amazon Kindle. They use a completely different technology called e-ink, or electronic ink. These screens don't emit light at all. Instead, they use millions of tiny microcapsules containing black and white particles with an electric charge. By applying a field, the screen can arrange these particles to form text and images. It looks just like ink on paper, which is why it's so easy on the eyes and perfect for reading in bright sunlight. The other huge advantage is power. An e-ink screen only uses power when the image changes. That's why an e-reader can last for weeks on a single charge. The downside is the slow refresh rate and lack of color, making it unsuitable for video. Finally, we have the giants, projection, and laser displays. For a truly massive, cinematic experience, nothing beats a projector. These devices use a powerful lamp or, in more modern systems, lasers, to beam an image across a room onto a screen or a wall. They can create images that are hundreds of inches across, dwarfing even the biggest TVs. The trade-off is that they require a dark room to look their best and can be a complex and expensive setup. So, where is all this technology headed? The future of displays is nothing short of science fiction. We're already seeing the first generation of foldable and rollable screens, like the Samsung Galaxy Fold and the incredible LG Rollable TV. These devices use flexible OLED panels to completely change their shape. Imagine a phone that unfolds into a tablet, or a TV that disappears into its base when you're not using it. Next up is transparent displays. We've seen these in movies for years, and now they're becoming a reality. Transparent OLEDs can be used in store windows to show ads while letting you see the products behind them, or in smart windows at home that can display the weather or your daily schedule. And the holy grail of display technology: holograms. True holographic displays that create 3D images floating in midair without the need for special glasses are still in the early stages of research. But labs around the world are making incredible progress. We're also seeing hybrid technologies emerge, like QLED, which combines the self-lit pixels of OLED with the color-boosting power of quantum dots to get the best of both worlds. From the fuzzy glow of a CRT to the vibrant, flexible screens of today, display technology has been on an incredible journey. Each new innovation has brought us closer to a single goal: making the digital world look as real, as vivid, and as beautiful as the real world around us. And the best part is, the revolution is far from over. Thank you so much for watching. What display are you watching this on right now? And what future display tech are you most excited about? Let me know in the comments below. If you enjoyed this deep dive, don't forget to hit that like button and subscribe for more videos exploring the tech that shapes our world. Until next time.